Welcome, fellow productivity seekers. I'm Garland Coulson, Captain Time, and in this video I'm going to talk about my top productivity tools for 2022. So as a time management coach, people often ask me, they're almost obsessed with, what productivity tools does Garland use? What productivity tools are used by Captain Time? And I have to do a caution and disclaimer on this because the tools that I use are not necessarily the best ones out there. Your mileage may vary. Sometimes a tool just resonates with one person and not another. If you're a visual learner, you might enjoy a more visual type of a tool. If you're someone who loves working with lists, you might prefer a list-based tool. So there's no one best tool to rule them all. Some of these tools are Windows only. I've taken care to show what platforms they work for so that you can see if it's something that might work for you. But I do work with Windows, so of course there's that unintentional bias that I tend to use those, though many of my tools are web-based. So what was the criteria? What did I choose to put in here? Because there's probably hundreds or thousands of tools I might use over a year. So what made these ones my top picks? Well, first off, they had to be tools that I was using either daily or at least every week. So they had to be ones that were in regular usage. It must be a key tool that either saves me time, improves my workflows, or makes me money. So these are the productivity tools I use daily or weekly that save me time, improve my workflow, and make me money. So the first one is Adobe Creative Cloud Express, formerly Adobe Spark. Now, I'm doing these in alphabetical order, so hence why the Adobe Creative Cloud one shows up first. So there's no intentional that the best tools are first and the worst tools are at the end. I just did them alphabetically. That way I could make sure I didn't miss one. So what do I use Adobe Creative Cloud for? So it's a graphic design tool that works on the web, and it's free. There's premium ones available that give you additional templates. And it's just a really great way to create fast YouTube title screens, create blog post graphics, internet memes, any simple graphic design. This is my go-to. I just jump in and do these, and it's very quickly because you're working off of lovely templates, and it's very simple and easy to make changes. So the next tool is Airtable. So Airtable is an online shareable database system. So it makes it really easy to create and share online databases. It's web-based. The cost is free, but of course there's premium available for most free tools now. And how I use it, there's just so many different ways. I use it as a task management system for my virtual assistant agency. I use it to create CRMs, customer relationship management systems for clients. I use it to create checklists. I use it for templates for clients. I will often build new apps in it before developing or searching, to try to find other things to get a feel for what I want. So anything normally done in spreadsheets, any kind of data that's not specifically financial based, I pretty much do in Airtable. And Airtable can handle financial things as well and can do calculations and formulas, but I just tend to use spreadsheets for things like budgets and stuff like that. But I just love Airtable. It's something I use continuously, so a great tool I highly recommend. So this is a really fun tool called Answer the Public at answerthepublic.com. And links for all of these will be put in the description below the video. So what this is you enter a keyword and it comes up with a whole bunch of questions people might be asking around it. So I just threw in the word time management, and then it came up with such things as, how is time management useful? How is it important? Who benefits from time management? What time management books? What is time management skills. So it really gives you just a lot of thinking around what kinds of questions are being asked. So it's a keyword research tool. It works on the web. It's free. And I use it to generate content ideas and to develop outlines for my workshops and online courses. These questions really just pretty much form the basis for, say, chapters of a book, or questions to answer in a book, or questions to answer in a workbook, or things to cover in an article, or a course curriculum. It's almost built for you with this. It's awesome. Next tool is AppSumo. AppSumo is a software finding and purchase platform, and it works on the web. The cost is free. There's premium available as well, but you can certainly find tools on here for free. Now, how I use it is I use it to test new upcoming software and primarily to find lifetime licensed software to replace some of my monthly subscription softwares. So I've replaced several software subscriptions that I was paying roughly $20 a month for. I've replaced them with maybe a one-time fee of $59 or $69 in many cases. Now, it takes some work to find, and you have to be willing to test these tools because not every tool will do everything you want. Because these are the new up and coming, they're not the acknowledged top ones in the field ever, but it can be a great way to save money on software if you're willing to do some exploring and you're willing to do some testing. Next tool is Backblaze. It is backup software and it works on Windows or Mac, but costs me about $7 a month. And I use it to back up my computer drives to the cloud. It's set and forget. It backs up continuously every day. And this is phenomenal for me because I used to spend hours every week backing up my computer, my laptop, my wife's computer, my wife's laptop, 4 or 5 hours a week running those backups and saving them and swapping them out and doing different things. And this is well worth it for $7 a month to recover that much time. It's fantastic. The next tool is Big Stock Photo. It's a stock photo website, of course works on the web, and it costs about $79 a month. And how I use it is to get stock photos for my videos, blog posts, presentations, and for work I do for my clients as well. So I really need a good source of stock photos. Now, there are free stock photo websites out there, and I do use them and have used them from time to time. But what I find is they're great for things like nature pictures and family-oriented type stuff, but they're not so good for business metaphors. So when you're looking to really be able to create those kinds of things, they don't work as well. So I do need a professional stock photo, and this is the one I use. Next one is Book Like a Boss. It's scheduling software, works on the web, cost starts at about $9 a month. And how I use it is it lets clients book their own coaching appointments. This is brilliant. I spend hours going back and forth, especially with my clients in Australia, trying to find a time across such a wide range of time zones that would work for both of us. So my clients can book their own coaching appointments. It shows the time in their local time zone, and it's connected directly to my Google Calendar, so they can see at a glance where the openings are. You can see how it's very pretty. This is an actual screenshot of it here. Lets my partners book appointments with me, lets people book podcast interviews with me, lets people even purchase sessions. You can connect these sessions where you can have someone buy a coaching session and book it all in one. So great tool. It's one, again, I use every day, that I send out to people. Next tool is by Brave Browser. So it's a web browser, and it works on Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Android, and iOS, free. And I use it as my everyday browser and everyday search. And what I like about it is it blocks ads and tracking info. Even use it on my smartphone as well. And what's really cool is I earn crypto as I browse. The Brave Attention token called BAT, which is a type of a cryptocurrency. So it's kind of fun to be able to know that my browsing is actually creating some value for me instead of just, other people making money off ads they're showing me while I'm browsing. Next tool is called Clockify. It's time tracking software. It works across web, Windows, Mac, Linux, iOS, Android, so it works everywhere. Free with premium available. And how I use it is for coaching clients. I have them track their time so I can analyze their work to find deficiencies. I use it to track my own time, and I use it to track time for my virtual assistants in my virtual assistant agency when they work for my clients. So this is how we can track how much time that client has left, how much time do we put in for that client this week. Great tool, really easy to use, and it gives you reports on where your time is spent this week. Next tool is called Clubhouse, which is an audio community platform. So it's kind of like an online community, but done through audio. It works for iOS and Android, so it's a smartphone tool. Cost is free. And I use it to find interesting communities to engage with. interesting people to talk to. You can listen while you're doing other things on like video meetings where you kind of got to be there and be paying attention to the screen. And I use it to build online business relationships. And I also run a club there called Productivity Cafe, where we get together about weekly and chat about productivity stuff. So it's a very cool way for me to be able to promote my coaching business and to be able to connect with other like-minded people. Next tool is called Feedly. It's an RSS reader, so it's a news aggregator. Works web, Android, iOS, free, but there's premium available. And how I use it is I use it to subscribe to interesting content online. So whenever I find a useful website, I immediately grab the feed for it and drop it into Feedly. So this lets me create my own magazine to read based on my interests, and I read it on my smartphone. I use this to keep up with the latest happenings in my field. I use it to avoid fake news and just to have interesting things to read while I'm waiting. If you've ever been in a doctor's office and you're bored, you can play games on your phone, sure, but here I'm able to read articles and keep up with news in my industry. So it's a great tool for use for that way. Next is Gmail. Of course, it's an email program, works web, Android, iOS, pretty much everything. Cost is free, and I use it for receiving and sending emails from multiple accounts. But it also integrates with my CRM program called Nimble that I'll talk about in a few minutes. Google Analytics. I use this. It's a website visitor and other tracking system. Works on the web. Cost is free. Use it to track visitors to my website, determine which content of mine is most popular with my readers, and to track marketing campaigns. What worked? What's your return on investment? So Google Analytics can provide you with all that information. Google Calendar software. Works web, Android, iOS. Free. It's my personal calendar and my work calendar, and also I can see my wife's calendar when booking things because we decided to go with only one vehicle because we both work from home. So this way I can see if she's got something booked that she's going to be out and needing the vehicle, so I don't double book it. I use it to teach clients about time blocking. So here's an example on the screen of time blocking that I show to a client that I might help a client set up their own time blocks. Integrates with my Nimble program, my CRM, also integrates with my Book Like a Boss. So when people are scheduling appointments with me, they're automatically put into my calendar, and so I don't get double booked that way. Greenshot is a screenshot tool for Windows and Mac. Free for Windows, slight cost for Mac. I use it to take screenshots, but also because it lets me easily edit and add highlights, arrows, colors, text, etc. So if I want to show someone a screenshot of what's happening and then point to the problem, it's a really fast way to be able to do it. This is the Jabra 510 speakerphone. It works with Bluetooth, so it costs $134 US roughly, and I use it for hands-free phone calls. So it's a great way for me to be able to make hands-free phone calls. There's no headset required. So yeah, just a tool I use every day whenever I'm making phone calls. This is Keepass. Oh, misspelled that one. And Keepass is a tool used for keeping my passwords. Works on Windows, Android, Mac, iOS. Cost is free, and it keeps all my passwords safe. And it also generates new hard-to-break passwords. So I never have to go looking for passwords because they're always in this tool. LinkTree is a tool I've just started using. It's a link consolidator, a link aggregator, I don't know what you'd really call it, but it gives you a way to, on the web, to just provide links for people. It's free and has premium as well. So you can use it to collect your social media and other links in one place and share. You can see an example here of a screenshot that would work on a mobile. So you can see I can link people to my, my different working with a coach, to my Amazon book, to my YouTube channel, to my online community, Bizmentum. And so this way I can give people one link, this linktr.ee/Captain Time, instead of listing 10 different links, for Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, all the different ones. So instead I can just send them to one and then let people then choose how they want to connect with me. You can choose your own colors and branding, and again, some of that costs money to do some really creative stuff, but there's some basic color choices you could do. A lot of creative ways to use that. They show one example of a chef who's got links to some of his favorite recipes. So that's a kind of a cool way. Anything you can link to that's on the web, you can link to using this. This is a tool called Loom, and it's screen recording software, and it works on the web. It's free, but a premium cost to have, you know, additional videos and additional storage and longer videos and things like that. I use it to create quick how-to videos, and to create delegation instructional videos for my team, to create a training library. Now, a lot of you are going, well, why would you use this instead of just normal screen capture, screen recording? Well, the benefit of Loom is it automatically creates a shareable link so people can easily access the video. So it just, at the end of it, it automatically copies that link to your clipboard. You just pop that off by email or chat or whatever else, and you can send that to people. I even used Loom to read ebooks for my grandchildren during the pandemic when I wasn't able to see them. So I could have the book showing in the screen and the pages, you know, flipping as I'm going to each one, and then I would read in the funny voices that Grandpa does for my grandchildren. So a wonderful tool for that. Next tool is called MailerLite. It is email list management software. It works on the web. It's free for the first 1,000 subscribers and has, you know, paid tiers after that. I use it for email broadcasting, for automations and autoresponders, like if people sign up and get something, lead magnets, lead capture forms, webinar signups, newsletters, event promotions, just a ton of things. So it's much cheaper and easier to use than MailChimp and some of the other ones I've tried. So it's a great tool. Next is the Mangools SEO Suite. This is a search engine optimization suite of tools. Starts at $29.90 a month when paid annually. Works on the web. I use it for keyword research, shows the number of searches for each keyword, niche finding, content planning, rank tracking. These are all the tools together that I use to optimize my articles and my YouTube videos for the web. This is my daily go-to tool. It's a tool called Mighty Networks. It's an online community platform. Starts at about $33 a month, works on the web. And how I use it to create my online community at bizmentum.com. So I've got my own online community where people get together, people who are like-minded like me, business people, entrepreneurs who want to help each other grow, learn, make referrals, hosts all of my online courses, promotes my events, just builds my business network, gives me a great free offering that I can provide for people. Next tool is called MindMeister. It is mind mapping software, free for up to 3 mind maps. After that, starts at about $4.99 a month. Works in the web. And I use it for brainstorming, planning, taking coaching notes, creating coaching templates for my clients, training visuals. So an example of a template is, here's a goal setting template that I've set up for clients in a mind map that I then make available and go through with them. Great tool. I love mind mapping. It really helps get the juices flowing, the creative juices, and it's great to be able to use for visuals for training and that kind of thing. And it's the fastest method I've ever found of taking notes. This is Nimble. It is a CRM, a customer relationship management software. Costs $19 a month when billed annually. Works on the web. And I use it to track my prospects, my suppliers, and my strategic partners. I use it to take notes about people I can communicate with. I use it to segment my people library. So if I'm looking for a virtual assistant, I can find all my virtual assistants. If I'm looking for a graphic designer, I can find them within my database. I use it to set my follow-ups. When is it I'm supposed to follow up with a prospect? I use it to see our email history and our notes, everything we've talked about. And I use it to see their social media. Like, it connects directly with their social media and pulls that in so I can see what kind of activity my clients are doing, what they're talking about in social media, so I can help. This is a fun one. This is more of a personal one. This is a tool called Paprika, and it is a recipe and cooking app. So it costs $30, one-time fee. Works iOS, Android, Mac, and Windows. And I use it to clip recipes from the web. So it clips the recipes, removes all the stories and ads that you find usually on the recipe, and just gives you the recipe. You can set categories for it. You can rate your recipes. You can take notes on it. So if I might put a note in that I made this, and there was too much garlic in it, so next time half the garlic, or I could even just change it to do that. And lets you scale recipes, which is really useful. If you want to make a double batch or a half batch, you can click on the scale and convert option, and it will automatically do that for you. This is Phrase Express. Phrase Express is a text expander. It's free with premium levels as well. Works in Windows, Mac, and iOS. And I use it for automating document creation, support replies, sales letters, assembling proposals, inserting URLs, currency, and other symbols. And how it works is you see the auto text down here. For example, if you were to type send quote, it would send that entire sales letter you had with the quote in it. So as you can see, that's just a really fast way to be able to do this. So this saves me hours every week, if not an hour a day. Like it's probably that kind of a level of impact it has on my time. Power Director is my video editing program I use. Works Windows and Mac. Cost starts at about $5 a month, and I use it for editing YouTube videos for myself and my clients. PowerPoint. Presentation creation software. Everybody's familiar with PowerPoint, part of the Microsoft 365 suite, which starts close to $7 a month. Works Windows, Mac, iOS, Android. And I use it for presentations and training. I use it as visuals for my videos, like you can see the examples here. So, UpNote is a note-taking program, very minimalist looking, costs $20 lifetime, so a great price. Platform, Windows, Mac, iOS, and Android. I use it for note-taking, web clipping, planning, content ideas, discussion ideas, really anything you would normally use to take notes. That's what I use for my UpNote program. Wave is an accounting program. Cost is free, but it has premium levels as well. It's a web-based platform. I use it to track my income expenses, create reports, do my taxes. It handles it all. Great tool. It works really well, very easy to use. Next tool is Zapier, or Zapier. I'm not sure the proper pronunciation. It's an automation app. It has free versions plus premium. It's a web-based platform, and you can use it for automating common tasks between web-based services. So as an example, you could have, if somebody signed up for your lead capture form, you could have Zapier automatically add them to your CRM, as an example. So it's a great way to be automating that. I do this not only for myself, but for my clients. I often set up automations for them as well. ZenKit ToDo is a task management system. It's free, but also has a premium level as well. Works in the web. And I use it as my personal daily management of my tasks and my projects. I use it to add to tasks while I'm out. So it also is a mobile version of it. So I quickly add to tasks while I'm out doing exercises. It seems to be when I always remember all my best ideas, then I can quickly drop them into my task management system using the mobile app. Zoom, web conferencing software. Free version, but $200 a year for pro versions where it starts. Works on the web. I use it for coaching sessions, client meetings, prospect meetings, small webinars, and online training for companies. I do a lot of online training for companies. So there's a lot of uses. And again, I'm probably in a Zoom call of some sort nearly every day or multiple times a week, definitely. So, please comment, add to the comments below, tell me what you thought of this video. What apps would you like a more in-depth look at? Let me know, and I'll look at adding those to my video creation in future. What app are you still looking for? What kinds of things are you looking for you just haven't been able to find? I might be able to point you in the right direction. And please hit the subscribe button down below so you get notices of my newest videos, and the like button as well, because like tells YouTube, the YouTube algorithm, this is a useful video, and it should show it to other people. So it helps other people find my videos as well. And a little bit about me, Captain Garland Coulson, Captain Time, author, speaker, coach, trainer. There's the picture of me in my fun hat that I love to wear, the Captain Time hat, and the cover of my book, Stop Wasting Time, on Amazon. So. And I have been featured in the Washington Post, mentioned as with other time management experts when they were evaluating the various productivity methods. So. And I mentioned mind mapping. I am a certified mind map expert from MindMeister and BiggerPlate, so I'd love to help you. If you've got something you think you want to do in a mind map you're struggling with, contact me and I'd be happy to help. I mentioned before Bizmentum, bizmentum.com. I'm the founder of Bizmentum. We'd love to have you there in our free online community. A great place to answer, get your questions answered and to connect with other entrepreneurs, other business people, other people who are interested in helping each other grow. And I mentioned Clubhouse. You can find me in Clubhouse at Captain Time, and then I'll invite you to the Productivity Cafe, and I'd love to have you there as well. And of course, you can always visit my website at captaintime.com. Thanks so much for listening.
Bizmentum, online business networking, reimagined.